We live. What's up, y'all? It's Friday, is it? Yeah, it's Friday. The 27th. Man, time's flying by. Time is flying by. Time is flying by. That time is flying by. Ooh, time is flying by. Let me spark up before we get going, y'all. I got my coffee. Yep, still got coffee. Gonna let a couple more people tap in. Once we get more people in here, move this over. Got quite a few things to go over today. I wanted to go over one of the members. Well, I say members. He's not a foundational member. Make sure my hat is straight. Okay. He's not a foundational member, but my boy Jaden did come through last meeting that we had on the Operation Wise Dome. And we spoke about his situation. What's up? Wasamata? You cops are 5150. I think that means crazy. What's up, Judson's Discretionary Metalworks? Hopefully, we're promoting business over there with that one, y'all. What's up, John Williams? Peace. How's it going? Glad to see you in here, John. I love John's comments. John's been around for quite a long time now, from the very beginning, y'all, when we really started pushing forward on everything. Oh, what's up, Denny? Okay. Well, I just got done talking to Denny, y'all. What's up, Denny? What's up, brother? Me and Denny's going to be working together to get a civil suit started up on his behalf. He's got a little bit of time left before we file that civil suit. Disabled Outcast. What's up, brother? Always invoke the ADA early and often. You dig? That a good old American Disabilities Act, baby. Okay. All righty. So today, hello, everybody. My name is Cameron Wilson. Welcome to Power Inherent in the People. If this is your first time, thanks for being here. This is what we're going to be doing in this one is we're going to be going over a document that me and Luis came upon. We found we found the website, and Luis purchased it for us. Okay. He purchased it for us for all of us to have, and now we have it. And so we're going to go through it. I think it's a good document. I haven't read through any of it. Okay. So this is going to be my first time going through it. David, let me see his name. David Meyerland is the author of this one. And he is actually the person that I found the terminology of public vehicular travel, or should I say, no, not public vehicular travel, open as a matter of public right for public vehicular travel. Okay. And so again, this is all within the county codes, municipal codes, and things of that nature. But before we get into this document, like I said, I wanted to go over Jaden's interaction. Jaden had an interaction. He was using traveler plates, I believe over in New York. And what I want to do is I want to go over his situation with y'all and just let y'all know his whole situation and what he did and how you can't waive these rights, y'all. So let's get into it. Wait a second. Before I do this, there's a way that I can do this that I just saw on YouTube. So it says also share tab audio. So if it's a tab, to share audio, share tab instead, it says. Okay, so only if I do a Chrome tab will that work. All right, so we're just going back to this then, and we'll do it through my microphone. Okay, I'll mute the music, and then we'll come back over and we'll push play. Okay, now y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. Give me it's good, 5x5, whatever the case may be.
Just safety precautions. Hello, are you coming out the car or what? But I'm going to tell him.
Welcome, Awake Now. Welcome.
A red light.
Can I ask you, is there a crime I committed?
I can't hear you. You might know what the
Can I ask you if there's a crime I commit? What crime I committed?
Yes, you're driving with an unauthorized license plate.
I'm not driving.
He did him right. He did him right.
It says it on the
You're
plate.
driving with an unauthorized license plate. I've seen this before, sir.
Seen what?
Can I see your driver's license, please?
He said, you committed a crime. You're driving with an unauthorized license plate. What do you mean I'm driving? You just made an assumption that I'm driving, and then you said unauthorized license plate. Who is supposed to authorize me? Okay, wait, yep.
I don't have anything on me. I would like to revoke my Fifth Amendment not to say anything, President.
Can I see your driver's license, please?
Can I speak to a supervisor, sir, please?
My supervisor's right here. Yes, you may speak to her.
Can I speak to her?
Your driver's license.
Can I?
Driver's
what crime?
license.
Did I commit a crime, sir?
You are driving in the United States of America, where specifically New York City, where you need a valid driver's license.
Okay. So before we do that, I'm gonna need you to fill this out for my safety. I just need that.
You're allowed to record. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm just letting you know I'm recording just for both of our safeties.
You're recording as well.
Okay.
So he's telling him he's not driving, he's traveling. And he's saying it's an unlicensed, unauthorized license plate, but he's saying driving, not traveling.
That was your license registration.
You don't need that.
I don't need that if I'm traveling.
You don't need that.
No, I don't.
You don't.
City.
Well, okay. What about New York City?
I've encountered this type of situation before.
What type
9
of
times out of
situation?
10, you get arrested. That's what happens.
For what though? I didn't commit a crime.
We are.
So again, here they come with their threats. 9 times out of 10, people in these situations get arrested. Why? Why? Because we don't have the knowledge. Homeboy Jaden's got some knowledge here. He's hitting them right. But what ends up happening? What is going to be the biggest fail? It's not lack of knowledge. I wouldn't say lack of knowledge. He's got some knowledge here. He's standing on it. He even has the plates on his vehicle, y'all. What's up, Lynn? What's up, Lynn? What's up, John Collin? What's up, Awake Now? What's up, Vicious? Hey, everybody. What's up, First Amendment Liberty guy? See you in here, disabled outcast. Again, what will be his biggest faults here? We'll figure it out. I want to see if y'all say it.
I'm just asking. Can I speak to you, supervisor, sir, please?
First off, hey, 517, chill, bro.
I'm feeling okay. You guys are unnecessarily.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, did you see that? You see the window got pulled open real quick. Oh my God. Pulled open the door real quick on his ass. Now that threat and intimidation it's ooh. Oh, he's unbuckling him.
You guys are unnecessarily detaining me. I didn't commit a crime.
Come on, we're not playing this game.
I'm not playing.
Oh, we're not playing this game. Here we go. We're not going to play the Constitution game, buddy. You're going to listen.
No game with you guys. I'm just asking you respectfully. I haven't committed no crime.
It's okay, go.
Why was the door unlocked? Why was the door unlocked? Why is the window down?
We'll just settle it in court, and that's it. Because now.
Let's go.
Go out the car. Go. It's fine. Go.
Now that's the end of it. That's all we got. I wish there was more. I can't chill. Did you just see what happened? They literally opened up the door because he left his door unlocked. They just reached on in and opened up his door. Oh, yep, he got the window open. We're getting him. This youngster don't know how to stand on it, so we're going to take it from him. And that's what they did. They literally just violated Jaden to the max, bro. I'll tell you like this right now. There's been no summons, or he got some kind of paperwork, a summons, but they have not officially put a charge on him. Okay, that's number one. He is moving forward in relation to filing a civil suit and complaint. He is studying right now very well, going through everything as far as federal civil procedures is concerned, listening, gaining all that knowledge. I think the only thing where he could have done better is, of course, a little bit more knowledge, standing on that. I am not getting out of when they say, hey, man, step out of the car. Listen, I'm not getting out of the car. You're not going to violate my constitutional rights today. and stand on it. Don't try to argue with them too much. Try to educate as much as possible. I've heard that New York has a bunch of thugs and they operate in this manner, but I feel like y'all got to stand up. Y'all got to stand up. You can't let them violate you. If like with Jaden, he's not just going to let this get by and go away. He's filing a civil complaint, y'all. He's moving forward in that regard. So let me see. Yeah, they got him on that one. They pulled him out, but he's moving forward. That's the point. If they're going to get us like that, you got to move forward. You can't just let them violate you and be like, oh, they're okay to do that. I mean, I guess that is the law. No, sir. It don't work like that. So I wanted to show y'all that one. And then again, like I said, tomorrow we're having Operation Wise Dome at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, Jaden's going to be there again. But then also we're going to continue to work. And we've been working on the back end. So he's preparing and studying right now. We've already developed a draft complaint. We're going to be moving forward as far as detailing that, helping him get everything ready and, having him get himself ready as I'm moving forward in my civil right federal complaint, right? So you can see the whole process and how it goes. Now, getting into the second aspect or the main aspect of this video, which is about the public vehicular travel. Okay, guys. By David Merland. Okay. By David Merland. See, can I make this bigger? Please zoom this in a little bit more. Yeah, let's get this bigger for everybody. So again, y'all in the chat real quick, everybody chatting. I want y'all to go ahead and say thank you, Lewis, L-U-I-S. Thank you, Lewis. Give a good thanks to Lewis in the chat. We're Luis. Luis bought this for us and sent this over to us to go through 2-3 days ago. Okay, so I want everybody in the chat, y'all say thank you, Lewis. And yeah, let's get into it. Are y'all ready? Oh, gotta turn on the music. Let me turn on the music. I be jamming, y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. I've never read this. Oh, where are we going? Right here. All right, baby, let's go. Public Vehicular Travel by David R. Merland. This publication is an examination of how the law has been written to acknowledge and preserve as a right the use of the streets and highways for communication, travel, and transportation of one's property between different localities and communities, from coast to coast in America. This use would exclude the use of the highways as a place of business, i.e. for transportation of goods, commodities, or persons by a carrier. Look at that word there, y'all. Carrier. So when you go out to get that Department of Licensing or Department of Transportation private carrier number, that DOT number that is so favored amongst many, you're still classified as commercial. There still is a contract. Just because it says private in front of it doesn't mean you're completely private or that you are not in contract to abide by all of the rules and regulations in relation to traffic and transportation. Private carrier is just one type of carrier within 3 main types of carriers, which all fall under commercial. Don't get duped because you just hear private. Don't work like that. Quote, the right to travel interstate by auto vehicle upon the public highways may be a privilege or immunity of citizens of the United States. Compare Crandall versus Nevada, 6 Wall 35. A citizen may have, under the 4th Amendment, the right to travel and transport his property upon them by auto vehicle. But he has no right to make the highways his place of business by using them as a common carrier for hire. There it goes again. Carrier. Such use is a privilege which may be granted or withheld by the state in its discretion without violating either the Due Process Clause or the Equal Protection Clause. Packard versus Banton. Are you seeing what the case law reads for us, guys? Clear? I'm sure my 7-year-old could come down here and understand the difference if we're not mistaken. Again, like I told the cops and like I'll tell everybody else, I don't care what your opinion is. The Supreme Court has already ruled on it. If you lack the understanding and knowledge, it's not my fault. See also Buck versus Kukendall, 1925. Again, it don't matter how old these are. I'll tell you like this. Just the other day, What's going on, Sly Shy? Nice to see you again. What's up, Cope Dog? What's up, Awaken? What's up, Sean? What's up, Il B? What's up, Can I Get a Channel? What's up, Gustavo? Hey, I see y'all. Nice to see y'all back. What's up, the pig's daughter? Hey, all right, y'all all getting in here. Awaken now. What? Y'all all in this thing. What's up, y'all? Grand rising and morning. It's a beautiful day. So, excuse me. I'm sorry. What I was trying to get into is the aspect that it don't matter how old these case laws are, okay, that we're pulling from. When we read the qualified immunity opinion by Carlton Reeves earlier this year, district court judge, he was using case law that was in like the 1800s. Again, if it's not repealed or omitted, it's good to go and use. I don't know what y'all don't get about it. Oh, that's old case law. That don't matter. What? Bro, y'all out of here. You don't understand how this works. Quote, it will be observed that a highway within the contemplation of the act is every way or place of whatever nature is open as a matter of right to the use of the public for the purposes of vehicular travel. There can be no question but that this definition is broad enough to include streets in incorporated cities because they are open as a matter of right to the use of public for the purposes of vehicular travel. See Neely versus Bach, 184 Washington in 1935. Now, this isn't a difficult concept to grasp, but motor vehicle code enforcement certainly shows the right of public vehicular travel, if it exists, to be far out of reach. That only the privilege is available in America's cities, counties, and states. If you were to conduct a search on google.com for open as a matter of right to public vehicular travel, you'd get 4.3 million hits as of May 2014, where results reveal that the phrase is in the law literally across America in municipal ordinances, state statutes, state attorney general reports, and in some court decisions. Now do you see what we've been using the right to travel, but what term do we really need to be focusing on? Open as a matter of right to public vehicular travel? Got him. Now we got him on all angles. We got them on all angles. What's up, tight screens? I see you in this thing. What's up, AK Audits? In 2005, search results were as high as 19.2 million hits on that phrase. Who has the right of public vehicular travel? If anyone has the right, it is an American. Americans. On March 9th, 2006, David R. Merland and Kurt R. Riggin claimed this right by filming a criminal complaint for violations of federal criminal statutes. The enforcement of the Motor Vehicle Code surely constitutes naming Washington State's governor, director of licensing, judges, counties, sheriffs, police, everyone involved in the enforcement of the Motor Vehicle Code, a privilege code against public vehicular travelers. This criminal complaint was served via U.S. Post upon the Congressional Homeland Security Committee and upon the U.S. Attorney General, and is included herein. Also included herein is a sample motion to dismiss for traffic court, and attached thereto is an affidavit of joinder, whereby the recipient of the traffic ticket, Joe Lunch Bucket, has named his judge, his cop, and others who are misenforcing the motor vehicle code against him, when all he did was exercise his right of public vehicular travel. Also included herein is the complaint filed in 2006 to which Mr. Lunch Bucket's joinder applies. With this assortment of documents, he has named as a federal felon prior to the hearing of this traffic controversy his judge and others, and has filed them into his case. Now, do you see how big it gets when people start getting in there and filing complaints? We ain't scared no more. We ain't scared no more, because why? We've learned with knowledge. We have the wisdom. This is an offense. In the motion, you'll see that Mr. Lunch Bucket has demanded that the issuing traffic officer be present at the contested hearing on the ticket so he can answer under oath all the questions relevant to the forgotten right of public vehicular travel. Y'all go ahead and give a like. Go ahead and give a like. If you in here, give a like, please. In case after case, traffic court has used this as an excuse to dismiss the ticket altogether, instructing the officer to not appear at the hearing, which requires dismissal without bothering with the argument that Mr. Lunch Bucket has been deprived of his rights and indeed is the victim of extortion and other crimes, state and federal. Mr. Lunchbucket got cited. He went to google.com and gathered provisions from the law in his state, county, city, and completed his affidavit of joinder, his motion to dismiss, and his demand for a contested hearing, accusing the actors against him of being similarly situated to the criminals named in the original complaint of 2006. What you'll find in your local laws and ordinances is anybody's guess, but the memorandum herein, which was filed in support of the 2006 complaint, proves that it is likely you'll find at least some supporting provisions if you look hard for it. For documents in Microsoft Word, challenges, traffic, vehicle code enforcement. Okay. Oh, right in the beginning. Look at this right in the beginning, y'all. That's awesome. Straight up giving us the complaint. Oh, no. Okay. So this is the motion, defendant's motion to dismiss. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a great document. I love documents like this. I love it. Thank you, Luis, my boy. Thank you, Luis. What's up, Autumn? Good to see you, girl. Glad you made it live. What's up, Inen? Inen Samu. Honk. Hopefully I said that all right. All right. Let's get back into it. Got the joint, you know what I'm saying? So, in the county of the Court of District of Washington, in and for the county of King. Okay. Shoreline Division. Defendant's motion to dismiss. Lack of personam jurisdiction. Defendant pro se. Comes now, defendant above name seeking specific relief in the form of dismissal of this case for lack of personam jurisdiction. Okay, any and all emphasis employed herein shall be construed to have been added. This case is ripe for summary dismissal as a matter of law due to the easily proven inapplicability of charging provisions to the conduct complained of. Defendant's claim is based solely on statute. Man, I love it. Basis of motion on the date of the issuance of the subject notice of infraction to the defendant. He was traveling in an automobile on the surface. On the surface, the law deems to be a public highway. Not every automobile is a motor vehicle, at least not in the collective reasoning of the Washington statute. Drives away an automobile or motor vehicle, whether propelled by steam, electricity. The fact that an automobile or motor vehicle was unlawfully taken. He's going into some RCWs here. What is a privilege? Operate. Oh, yeah, it's a good motion. Okay, giving some footnotes. Okay, good motion. Oh, he's bringing in the Attorney General report. Let's read this report from the Attorney General of Washington and why it's so important to make sure that you're looking at reports from the Attorney Generals in relation to law. Quote, this concept is further amplified in 11 Am Juris Constitutional Law, Section 329, where it is said, personal liberty largely consists of the right of locomotion to go where one pleases, only so far restrained as the rights of others may make it necessary for the welfare of all citizens. The right of the citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property, without any kind of registration, without any kind of title from the state, without any license plates. None of those are included in this statement. To transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege, which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but is a common right under which he has his right to life. It is the same as life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Put all those together, and if anyone causes a private nuisance against you, it goes against your pursuit of happiness, which is a constitutional violation. Under this constitutional guarantee, it says, guaranteed. Under this constitutional guarantee is the next 4 words after stating what is not a privilege, but a right. It's a guarantee. One may, therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting. So it seems as though there's only one stipulation here, according to Teche Lines, Inc. versus Danford in 1943. So cars have been around for quite a long time now. That the only stipulation that you have is to what? Conduct yourself in an orderly and decent manner. There is no other regulation in which you can have upon you when traveling on the roads that you own. Period. Conduct yourself in an orderly and decent manner, and neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. Guess what? Guess what? The most next important statement is he will be protected not only in his person, but also in your safe conduct. You're good to go. There's nothing else. Again, Teche Lines Inc. versus Danford in 1983. So that's why it's so important that you go through the Eddie Craig transportation script, in which we have here on the channel. It's a live stream. You go and find it in the live stream category. It's called transportation script. How to operate when you get pulled over. Don't waive any rights. People be like, I just didn't want them to break the window. Girl, if they break the window, you know what the ticket turns up to? It probably turns up another $250,000. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. We're getting there. We're going to figure it out. But I've never had a broken window. 9 years, been doing it. Never even been arrested. In Barber versus Walker, the distinction between the right of a citizen to use the public highways for private rather than commercial purposes is recognized. Has it been repealed? I don't think so. Let's go through it. In Ex parte Dickey versus Davis, 1915, we find this apt expression of the court, quote, the right of a citizen to travel upon the highway and to transport his property therein in the ordinary course of life and business differs radically and obviously from that of the one who makes the highway his place of business and uses it for private gain. In the running of a stagecoach or omnibus, the former is the usual and ordinary right of the citizen, a common right, a right common to all, while the latter is special, unusual, and extraordinary. Why? Because most of us are not using it in that manner. So as to the former, the extent of the legislative power is that of regulation. To what? To what? Those running a stagecoach or omnibus. Because why? It's special and unusual and extraordinary. Okay? But as to the latter, its power is broader. The right may be wholly denied or may be permitted to some and denied to others because of its extraordinary nature. This distinction, elementary, that means we're in grade school. Okay? We're in grade school understanding. And fundamental, meaning that it's basic, it's inherent. In character is recognized by all authorities. Well, if it's recognized by all authorities and it's taught, because we're finding it now in these police manuals as we study and get ready for depositions and cross-examination questioning, right? It's in their police manuals, bro. Go get the police manual issued by the state for your state. The basic training police manual. Read that bad boy. End of the excerpt from Washington Attorney General's report. So in his report, this was part of it. These quotes right here. So the Attorney General's letting us know already in Washington. How so? Because he is literally quoting it. He's putting it in his own reports, validating it. Validation, ding, 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 ding. Let's go. I think that's a jackpot. Wouldn't you agree? If you think that's a jackpot, put jackpot in the chat for me, please. Jackpot, ding, ding, ding. Give me some alarms or something. Give me some bells. I want to see some alarms going off. 2.3. The same legislature, which says the operation of a motor vehicle is a privilege, says that public vehicular travel is a right. And the WA, Washington Attorney General, is in full concurrence. Uh-oh. Ding, 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 ding. Full concurrence. Looks like we got a jackpot. How much we win on that one? All of this merely reflects a long-standing separation between these subjects. See Washington Sessions of Laws, 1915. 1915. We're literally arguing this in 2025. Back about something that was long held ago in 1915. Are you kidding me? Our public really has gotten dumber. And that's why we, the people, are here to bring upon the knowledge and education again so that we can live free and not in fear. Chapter 142, Section 2:1, Motor Vehicle, and 2:6, Public Highway or Public Highways, Session Laws of 1917. Chapter 155, Section 1:1, Motor Vehicle, and 1:6, Public Highway or Public Highways, Session Laws of 1919. Chapter 59, Motor Vehicle and Public Highways or Public Highways, Session Laws of 1921. We can just keep going. Motor Vehicle and Public Highway or Public Highways. See attached memorandum. The public highway upon which the defendant was traveling when issued the subject citation was open as a matter of right and was therefore not a privilege to which the plaintiff has alluded. Indeed, historical notes. Man, he goes good in his motion. So as you can see, this is a great motion. A great motion. He's going in deep. I want to be able to provide this document for everybody. Okay? You know what? Y'all chat for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now. How about that? How about that? Let's get this document uploaded for everybody. So we're gonna do a new. We're gonna do a file upload, and then we're gonna do this one. Open. Okay, it's coming into the drive. Hold on, it's uploading. Okay, and then boom. If I go to it, and then I say, well, I gotta go to my drive, and then this one, and then I go to share, and I go to share, and I go to anyone with the link can view. Yeah, you can view or edit. I guess edit will allow you to download. Copy link. Done. X out of that one. And boom. There you go, guys. If you want the document for yourself, I've now posted it in the chat for you to do so and have on your own to read along or to read at your own leisure and utilize these things. This is what's great about us now. You're very welcome, Vicious. You're very welcome. Again, you should be thanking Luis. Luis is the main source of this document. He paid for it for everybody. So again, thank you, Luis. We love you, brother. We're here. We're all here to support you, my guy. Another thing I want y'all to do real quick. One thing. I got y'all. I'll continue reading. Just 1 second. One more thing, okay? My boy Luis has got court coming up on the 30th. He's also utilized the aspect of his petition that he's got going to utilize it in support in the courts. If y'all can just go over to this link real quick and at your own leisure sign it. That link right there is signing a petition for justice for Luis. Okay, all you gotta do is click on it, you sign it. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta donate money. All you gotta do is sign it. If you want to put an opinion, you can. That'll help out my boy Luis a lot and be greatly appreciated, y'all. Okay, greatly appreciated. Luis and his family, we really need justice for what they're doing to him. And he's definitely going to win a civil suit. So let's keep it going. Okay, so the relief requested and a very good motion in which you guys can look at and utilize if you want to for your state. Okay, so Exhibit A, he put an exhibit in here. The exhibit is a verified joiner of similarly situated parties as a co-complainant. He gets really down in this. This is a joiner. I'm hoping it's just not all documents because I'm wanting to go to some of his substance of his explanations other than just documents. There's another exhibit. So let me check real quick if he has actually more substance to the books rather than, or to the book itself rather than just, oh man, a lot of this is just motions and stuff. Okay. Geez, half of the book is just that. Oh, that sucks. 13 of 16. Table of authorities. Sorry, y'all. This is my first time going through this book. I told y'all. I just got it. Oh, come on, Papa. Is it just all your filings? Don't tell me it's just all your filings now. That would really be unfortunate. Don't do this to me, man. Come on now. Oh, man. I think it's a book of just filings, guys. No way. Dude, I am still just scrolling. Yeah, bro. It's a book of filings. Ah, that's unfortunate. What is this right here? Let's see. I think. Well, okay, here we go. Here's some part of a book now. Here we go. So, I guess this is part of his actual writings now, which is what I was looking for. It's good. I'll go through those filings at another time. See what we can pick apart from there. But I want to get to the substance of what someone's talking about in their book. And look how far down we had to scroll to get that. I mean, geez, we're down to 20% of the book left. Okay. So, what is an American to think when the government can't deny allegations of racketeering and extortion? Can state and municipal authorities ignore? Simply, I'm guessing that's supposed to be simply ignore the mountains of proof that public vehicular travel exists as a right. What of it? 18 USC Section 2 Principles. A. Whoever commits an offense against the United States or aids, abets, counsels, commands, induces, or procures its commission is punishable as a principle. Whoever willfully causes an act to be done, which, if directly performed by him or another, would be an offense against the United States, is punishable as a principle. 18 USC Section 3, accessory, after the fact. Whoever, knowing that an offense against the United States has been committed, receives, relieves, comforts, or assists the offender in or act order to hinder or prevent this apprehension, trial, or punishment is an accessory after the fact. So, and anyways, it says, though, against the United States. So, that doesn't even apply. It's deprivation of rights. Whoever under the color of the law willfully subjects any person. Okay, now we're talking about a person. Conspiracy. Okay, yes. Misprision of felony. Yes. Okay. So where's your substance, man? You're throwing around a lot of codes here that we can read ourselves, that we know of. So where's the substance of this book? Bunch of codes. United States codes. Okay, so, geez, man. Okay, so end of list of criminal statutes. So how many of those statutes are violated when the states, counties, and cities in America misenforce the motor vehicle code against public vehicular travelers? When the government imprisons somebody for alleged traffic offenses, conducts a traffic stop, demands bail or traffic fines, uses the mail to threaten or arrest or other loss of liberty, on and on about the government's standard operating procedures, when they clearly have to ignore the volumes of evidence that all of it's extortion, where do you stand? Isn't that at least a felony under 18 USC Section 241? Yes, sir, it is. And this is why we're moving forward with now applying the law. Our statutes are laws. Let me take a sip of this coffee. Oh, 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 oh. You trying to, extort me? No. Gonna get a suit seeing in the, we gonna get to it, man. We about to pro se, suing in this thing in the district court. Y'all don't want no more. I hit you out of court. It's a win on all. Here we go. All right, so uses the mail to threaten. Where do you stand? Isn't that at least a felony? There's a plethora of federal decisions affirming this posture from coast to coast. The state statutes below are from the... Are you just going to state more about injustifiable? I'm not going to say we justify homicide around this thing because we don't introduce the aspects of killing another creation of our great creator. But man, he's stating a lot of statutes in this thing. Let's see. Protected speech versus self-defense. This is an examination of certain common law rights and may find substantial disfavor with law enforcement authorities despite the obvious innocence of a person who seeks to exercise such rights. It's no secret that public servants view the public at large as a threat to national security, and it's firmly established that government abuses its authority whenever public servants, deals with the average individual. That is correct. The average individual. What does that mean? The average individual doesn't even know his rights. That's crazy to me. Quote, you're a felon and I'm going to convince others that they have the authority to arrest you and you will be arrested. Intimidation. What's up, Mike Webb? Intimidation. That's how this works. Is that a threat? Right, it is. Is it a violation of the law? Can this statement be used as a valid grounds to prosecute the one who makes a particular statement to a public servant or other individual? 2 examples of federal statutes that prohibit threats are 18 U.S.C. Section 879, which relates to presidential candidates, and 18 U.S.C. 875, which deals generally with threats made to another individual. Threats. Threats. Sir, if you don't give me that ID right now, you're going to jail. Apparently, under 18 U.S.C. Section 875, which deals generally with threats made to another individual, will suffice. Yep, we'll go ahead and put that in as a violation. At the end of our complaint, 18 U.S.C. Section 875, interstate communications. A, whoever transmits or in interstate or foreign commerce any communication containing any demand or request for a ransom or reward for the release of any kidnapped person. Oh my God! Shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 20 years or both. B, whoever with the intent to extort. Oh, that includes corporations. Whoever with intent to extort. You're gonna have to pay up before you get that car back, buddy, even though you didn't violate any crime. You violated an ordinance and policy that we assume or presume we've got a contract on. But we're gonna extort you anyways. From any person, firm, association, or corporation, any money or other thing of value transmits in interstate or foreign commerce any communication containing any threat to kidnap any person or any threat to injure the person of another. Man, you hear all these things? Shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 20 years or both. Whoever transmit in interstate or foreign commerce any communication containing any threat to kidnap any person or any threat to injure the person of another shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. Whoever with intent to extort from any person any threat to injure the property or reputation of the addressee or of another, or the reputation of a deceased person, or any threat to accuse the addressee or any other person of a crime, shall be fined under this title or both. Threats against former presidents, I don't need that. These are not only threat statutes, but rather are provided merely for the purposes of example as used in case cites herein. CA indicates Court of Appeals, and U.S. indicates the Supreme Court reporter volumes as seen here in U.S. versus Lanier. So you see the U.S. reporter and the Laws Editions reporter and the Supreme Court reporter volumes all cited as reference guides for finding where the case of United States versus Lanier can be found. To be guilty under these statutes, one has to have uttered what is called a true threat, which is a threat to commit an act of unlawful violence against an individual or group of individuals. See U.S. versus Bagdasarian in 2011, citing from Virginia versus Black in 2003. See also U.S. versus Twine in 1988, as well as U.S. versus Sutcliffe in 2007. Oh, we got examples, baby, and they're being utilized in recent cases. An example of such a threat might be, I will kill you. I am now armed. Oh my God. YouTube, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, YouTube. The Supreme Court said it. It was a quote. It was a quote from the Supreme Court. See Sutcliffe ID at 951. But in Bagdasarian, the nature of the threat was contextually third person, not first person. Oh. Again, let's read that. But in the nature of the threat, it was contextually third person, not in the first. Let's get to those details, should I say. Defendant Walter Bagdasarian said about President candidate Obama on a blog. Oh my gosh. We're not reading that, man. Come on, bro. YouTube, this dude. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. We can't read that, bro. Did you see what he wrote? Jeez Louise. Okay, so the Ninth Circuit ruled it does not convey the notion. I'll come back up. Y'all can see it, but I'm not reading that. Look at this guy. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ruthless, bro. Dude, shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ruthless. Just horrible. Oh my gosh. Ruthless. Okay. So the Ninth Circuit ruled it does not convey the notion that Bagdasarian himself had plans to fulfill the prediction. Neither does the statement reflect the defendant's intent to threaten that he himself would hurt or injure Obama. The statement makes no reference to Bagdasarian himself, and so it cannot reasonably be taken to express his intent to hurt Obama. Failed to express an intent on his part to take any action. Do you see what that whole intent, the intent in which we use the roads determines everything. The intent in which we use the roads is everything. Uh-oh, my baby upstairs is upset. Big sister must have pissed her off. I hear her up there running. She's pissed. Again, it has to be the intent of how we're using the road, y'all. The intent is everything. If you're literally on the roads using it to make money, you know what's up. You got to be regulated. You know. But if I'm conducting myself in my private automobile as much as I would on my bicycle or any other thing that is my private property, I don't need a nothing. And why is that? Because I am a free living being, the highest of everything that is here. We are all the highest of everything that is here, that we know of in this realm. On this plane, at least. Quote, it is not sufficient to establish that he intended to threaten Obama himself, as we have explained, supra, that neither of Bagdasarian's statements on its face constitutes a true threat, unprotected by the First Amendment. Most significantly, one is predictive and the other exhortatory. For the same reasons, the evidence is not sufficient, and for any reasonable finder of fact to have concluded beyond a reasonable doubt, I love that term, that Bagdasarian intended his statements to be taken as threats. He was just talking. C. Jackson. But as we have explained, incitement of others to injure or hurt a presidential candidate does not qualify as an offense under 18 U.S.C. Section 875. So even his incitement to do so to others does not fall as an offense under such threat. The threatened conduct must constitute unlawful violence, and the threat must express a first-person intent on the part of the speaker to so act. You see how deep law or the understanding of all of these United States codes and everything gets, especially off the opinions from the Supreme Court, which is what we have to go off of. Incitement of others to hurt or injure a presidential candidate is not an offense. More importantly, for our purposes, the arrest of a felon is entirely legal. It is not unlawful violence. Quote, putting certain individual in harm's ways by signaling them for the attentions of the violent but unrelated third parties is conduct protected by the First Amendment, unquote. And this was in Sheehan versus Gregor in, what was this? 2003, U.S. District Court, Western District of Washington. That's where I'm about to be at for Richfield. Citing Planned Parenthood. Citizen's arrest. The authorities below suffice to prove the legality of the arrest of the person of a suspected felon without a warrant by a private person acting upon reasonable cause and suspicion. Now, I'm going to stay out this citizen's arrest unless we got a whole group of people. Beyond that, man, I'm saying about the way I'm not trying to have no issues. I'm gonna let my public servants take care of this one for me. Ah. In relation to citizens arrest, yeah. See, I'm not even doing it because I do remember about reading about this guy. Actually, David Merlin, he actually went to a federal prison for doing some kind of threats. Actually, about a citizen's arrest, he actually did go to federal prison for that. And so that's why, again, when it comes down to it, everything that I like to speak on comes in the aspect of coming with honor, integrity, morality, kindness, compassion. You got to do everything in the proper and correct way, because when you go outside of it, that's where you get complications. So with all those conflict and just disrespect towards people, I think if we go about it in the respectful manner of education and doing things in the right way, which, we went over UCC yesterday, putting everything on notice and just going through the proper steps, showing that we're trying to let you know what's going on here. If you want to go outside of that and not study yourself, that's not my problem. That's, ignorance of the law is no excuse. So I can't help you in that regard. The only way that I can help you is by putting you on notice, allowing you to firsthand know that I know, and I won't allow any of the violations to occur. And that way we can build a respectful relationship, right? Because what I am going to do, and like many of us are doing and will continue to do, is to educate and empower our communities. That way we stop all of the unnecessary violations of our rights that we didn't know about before. And it was just based on ignorance. But now that we are educating ourselves, we can be free from the aspect of being controlled based on a lack of knowledge itself. Again, what I want to do is I want to give this document to everybody real quick. So let me find where did it just go? I want to give the link again for everybody. I'm not going to read this whole document, but I did want to read some of it. I guess the majority of it, though, paste. The majority of it is case law with motions and stuff. It looks like there's some very good motions in there. I would go through this. If this is something that you're wanting to look at, we can put this in. We can actually put this within ChatGPT Pro as a supporting document and utilize it to develop and utilize some of the things in here to give us sections that we can put in our own motions, abatements, anything like that to strengthen our abatements, our memorandums in our abatements, any motions. There's so many motions that we can file, right? And that's the importance of Operation Wise Dome, is utilizing all of these documents that go into different aspects of case law that we didn't necessarily know before, and utilize it within what we're filing and that knowledge, both in notice of liabilities. If you want to bolster your notice of liability up and serve a couple page document, I like to give them in 1 or 2 pages. But these aspects of knowing now that we have all the power and authority is what I think is the most important. So what I want to do here is bring this over, and then we can have a quick question conversation thing. If y'all got any questions that y'all want to ask real quick. What do I go this way? Because my hat's being crooked on me. Is it straight now? Boom. Cool. Okay. All right. So let's see. Y'all got any questions? Y'all want to start chit-chatting for a little bit? Get in the chat. What y'all got? Who's all coming to the Operation Wise Dome tomorrow? Y'all let me know. What's up? We're going to be in this thing. The Zoom link's on the website. Operation Wise Dome. Where is that? I can pin it. I thought I pinned it already. I guess I didn't. Let me give y'all the link for tomorrow, the website. So Operation Wise Dome, this is where we get together. There's 20 beautiful foundational members who have put their money to spend $10 a month to spend $200 on ChatGPT's Pro model, so that we can continuously use that model to develop things for everybody. And they just have freely given their own money to support everybody, and it's free to come in. So everybody else now, to the public, you can just come in and we can utilize ChatGPT together, and we learn and we talk and we speak on certain situations, and we just help everybody. And it's so beautiful because everybody's learning off of each other and their own experiences. And we do it twice a week. We go back. Well, we've been going. It was only supposed to be like 3 hours, but we'd be going like 4 hours. And we'd be having a lot of fun. It's really cool. So that's happening tomorrow morning. The link is right there for you guys tomorrow morning. Anybody can come. It's free for everybody. So if you got any kind of situations that you want us to help you with, and just learn from any of our experiences, we got young folk, we got old folk. I think Jaden, he under 21, and he's out here flexing already. We got old folk that's been in the system for a long time. We got new folk that are coming in. We're supposed to have Eddie Craig coming on the show here soon. I think we're actually going to have him on an Operation Winesdale meeting first, and then we'll push it over to YouTube. You know, Eddie Craig is the godfather of the right to travel. Y'all know that, right? Like that's for sure. What's up, the tribe? I see you in this thing, boy. Let's see what else we got going on. Dave Apex, shout out Dave. What's going on, G? We got Ralph Riley in this thing. Yeah, thanks, Louise. Most definitely. Let me see who else we got in this thing. Y'all got any questions right now? What's up, Mike Webb? Let's see what else y'all got. Timothy, what's up, Timothy? I see you in this thing, boy. Autumn been with us for a while. If you don't know what we got going on, also, just real quick, is the traffic law reform. So why don't I just go ahead and share this on the screen with y'all real quick? This is actually pretty amazing. I never asked for any aspect of donations for any of this stuff, and people just did it anyways. All I was asking for was a signature, and then people just started going ham and doing donates to get this our traffic law reform popping off. So what we're trying to accomplish is the aspect of getting traffic law reform completely changed all the way around. Okay, just like the aspect of how Nevada's recently done it. So what Nevada has done is they have decriminalized all traffic law. Okay, and in that aspect, nobody can go to jail anymore, nobody can get arrested. Like, it's decriminalized. Nobody's getting their private property taken away just for stupid clerical errors or not having a status correct. I mean, it's ridiculous. So you can see 4 days ago we got some signers coming through. The issue, I'll go through this, is we're petitioning for an immediate traffic law reform to uphold the Constitution right to travel. Okay, and once we get to 1,000, we're at 575 right now. Let me see. I'll give this link to y'all real quick. So as we're going through it. But I do just want to show y'all the amazing people and what they've been, doing. Like, I never asked for any of this. All I asked was for signatures, and y'all are amazing. Okay, so we, the undersigned people of the United States of America, do hereby demand immediate and comprehensive reform of current traffic laws that infringe upon our constitutional right to travel freely. The existing system, which honestly, this doesn't even have to be the case. They really don't even have to change it. All we really have to do is start enforcing it. That's really all this is about. But to actually have it put out here as being known completely, so we stop with all of the ignorance or lack of ignorance aspect, that would be even bigger or better. So this is unacceptable, and we must recognize without delay. Of course, we go through the constitutional foundation, the identifications of the issue, the impact, how it has on our liberties. Oh, here, check this. We'll play this real quick. Oh, y'all can't hear it? Okay. Well, I don't know why it does that. When I'm playing something, it wants to always do that for some reason. Whatever. Anyways, we got the video on there for y'all to watch on Kennedy. The limits of public servants, right? Proposed solution, again, decriminalization of all minor administrative violations. These are our solutions. Strengthening the right to travel. Comprehensive overhaul of traffic law enforcement. Okay, we need to educate them and get them up off our backs as far as all the violations that they are doing. They already know what they're doing, but we just haven't been, again, enforcing the United States codes in civil litigation and complaints. Limiting police authority in traffic stops. Really, again, that just comes from actually you standing on your rights and not waiving them. But it needs to be taught. We need to understand that completely. And persuasive argumentation. Okay, a system that criminalizes minor paperwork, anticipating counter arguments, and then the aspect of a call to action. Okay, so we're calling for decriminalization across the board. Now we have, let's see. So we got a lot of comments, but I wanted to see where's the supporters at? Decision makers, signatures, view all supporter voices. There's a thing that shows There's a thing that shows where I gotta zoom out. This thing too big for me, bro. My eyes don't work on that. Okay, where are the supporters at? There are supporters on people that have donated. I'm trying to see that. Petitioner shares 46 promoters, y'all. Look at that. That's crazy, dude. Decision makers. Petitions. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So promotion history. Shout out to Timothy Day. 4 days ago, he donated $7. Shout out to Terry Simpson. 5 days ago, donated $30. Shout out to Jeremy Spencer. 7 days ago, donated $10. I didn't even know you could do this, y'all. Karen, 7 days ago, donated $7. Anonymous, a week ago, donated $30. Craig Sutton, a week ago, donated $7. Erica Dominic, a week ago, donated $7. Steve, thank you. 2 weeks ago, donated $10. Richard Hernandez, I think, donated $5 2 weeks ago. John Albanese donated $7 2 weeks ago. Kenneth Wishnask, 2 weeks ago, donated $7. Matthew Fisher, 2 weeks ago, donated $15. Kelly Miller, 2 weeks ago, donated $7. Thank you, Kelly. Anonymous, again, 2 weeks ago, $7. I mean, I can't say that one. Aaron Bennett, 3 weeks ago, donated $7. Thank you all. Daniel, $20. Leslie Gardner, $30. $50 from Anonymous. I mean, the list goes on. Mike Stewart, $7. It's crazy, y'all. Let's see what some of y'all said too. Get the list, signatures, promotional history, engage supporters, signature list. Where are the view petition? Where's the list of people doing comments? Right here. The supporters. View all comments. 4 days ago, Ken said, time to end the government's ploy of having the people giving up our Fourth Amendment right by focusing us to attach our papers to our vehicles, then claiming the plain view doctrine as a legal right to obtain our identity. Good stuff. Colin says 4 days ago, yes, this country has become ridiculous for the poor and rapidly vanishing middle class. It has. Who are they taking advantage of the most? Who are they taking advantage of? When they're out here pulling people over that don't have their things perfect, why? Is it because they may lack the aspect of paying for a new registration? Is that all it really boils down to? That's crazy to me, y'all. That's not fair. I think we need to stop that. Me personally. Y'all remember that Operation Wisdom is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The link right now is going into the chat. Y'all can show up. It's free. We come in and we a community and we help everybody. Again, this is power inherent to people. It's we, the people, coming together to make sure that we're going to have the change that we need in this country, y'all, without having to pay a whole bunch of money to get some kind of documents, to pay a whole bunch of exorbitant fees. Like, I'm not trying to make $50 off each one of y'all to figure out how to do this, to get to the documents, to get to the education. I ain't never understood that. If you're trying to help people out here, why aren't you just giving away the information freely? Why you got charged for it? Especially if you ain't even out here showing the paperwork in which you're out here filing in the first place. If you're just going to give me paperwork, but you never going to show me the paperwork in which you file, or any court proceedings that you've been in, or any traffic stops in relation to the right to travel, how are you going to speak on it? You going to speak on other people's experiences? How does that work? Bruh, come on, man. I'm trying to be polite, but I can't do anything other than call it out. You're going to sit here and speak about all these things, but you ain't ever lived it. You know, like, that's not cool. That's not right, y'all. So, with what the incessant taxes, fines, and fees and licensing for everything and the farming of our liberty, we're under constant assault, and one piece or bad luck or one run-in with the law enforcement, despite having victimized no one, can snowball into complete ruin and homelessness. None of this is right, especially not the misapplication of the commercial vehicle code to non-commercial travelers. It gives police too easy of an excuse to stop people and either search for or invent a reason to take them to a dungeon. Man, that's beautiful, Colin. 4 days ago. Beautiful, man. I agree wholeheartedly. Thanks, Colin. I appreciate you for that comment, bro. That was perfect. Kevin, 7 days ago, says career politicians have breached the contract created by the Trust Constitution, which established our formation of this nation. From day one, Alamy, deceitful, dishonest politicians and bureaucrats have worked to destroy language, prevent informed communication, and steal our liberty, freedoms, and wealth. Traffic laws violate the Constitution, deliberately misrepresent truth, and law must either comply or remain nullified. Now, the only thing I can say to this is yes, he is right in his principle and knowing. And yes, he is right in his common language. But in that legalese language, that ain't going to hold up. You better know that right now. Saying traffic laws violate the Constitution? No, they don't. Because traffic is in relation to transportation, my good sir. And they only apply if you're in contract. Okay? They don't deliberately misrepresent truth. The laws don't. They're very clear and strict. And they let you know what is allowed and what is not allowed. Okay? What is being deliberately misrepresented is the aspect of those laws when you get into the courts. You see what I'm saying? The application from the court itself. Okay? That's where you get the deliberate misrepresentation. Okay? Stop forcing us to live by your rules. I want my freedom, says Michelle. William says, more than once in my life, I have been fraudulently charged with a traffic crime, supposed crime. We all know, hopefully, that minus an injured party, there can be no crime. However, police have the power to charge us for anything they want and utterly wreck our lives and get away with it. That's if you waive your rights. That's only if you waive your rights. Up until everyone began videotaping them and live streaming them. Now we are able to see firsthand how some of these policy enforcers really are. I never had a single, you know what I want to show y'all? Oh my God, I got to show y'all this one. Something just came to my mind. I got to show y'all this one. I got to find it. Yep. Y'all gonna love this. Watch this, y'all. Oh, this one's cool. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find it. Y'all gonna love this one. I love seeing these scenarios because it's almost the same exact thing that happens to me once, the cops, as far as their attitude. It's like one who knows and can prove himself and then one who can't. When they get caught up, it's like, damn, bro, we gotta give up on this one because we're screwed if we don't. Watch this. Watch this one. Watch, hold on. Quick coverage. Where are we at? Oh, right here. Me and my girl actually watched this one last night. I wonder if it's gonna. Can y'all hear? No, because the audio is coming through here, so it's not wanting to. Y'all can't hear me no more, right? Or you can? Can you hear? Oh, wait, let me see. You know what I'll do? I have to. For some reason. Wait, y'all. Let me see. Where's he at? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, he's walking up right here. Boom. And then what I'll do is I'll try to see if I do an entire screen to share audio, share tab instead. It says, and I don't want to do that. So we'll just do screen one, share. And we'll see if I can do it like this. See if it keeps working. Okay. Hopefully it does now. Let's see. Can y'all hear this? Oh, you can't hear it? You can't hear this at all? Okay. I got something. Hold on. I know how to do this. Okay. Let me see. So can't hear it that way. So we'll do a copy and we'll come to boom. Give me just a moment. I can make it quick. Can do this quick, y'all. No biggie. Cam knows how to do this quick, y'all. Give me a moment now. It won't take too much longer. Let me get in the chat as we're doing this. Big shout out to all of we the people. Ooh, big shout out, Autumn. What's up, girl? Yo, Autumn's nice. She's actually got some things going on. And let me see. Hold on. Let me see. So, Autumn's got a big situation. She might have us come out, fly out to, I think it was South Carolina where she at, to actually do some investigations in relation to do an investigation in relation to some situations that are going out there. Maybe doing a mini documentary, helping them in relation to figuring out what they got to do to move forward in relation to a civil suit. And just that alone in itself, if I'm able to actually go out to certain places and make documentaries and help others, individuals empower themselves, yo, like that'll just be a life dream, yo. We can really start helping people in every regard. And this really turned into a foundation of we the people. And man, that'd be a dream, y'all. That'd be a dream for real. All right, so let me see if we can open this up now. Boom, boom. Exit out of that one. This one. Exit out this one as well. And then we open up with QuickTime Player. Thanks, Autumn, for the super chat as well, girl. What's up, girl? You know I love you. Okay, let me see. So we make this a little bit bigger. And then we'll go to share screen. Entire screen. This one. Share. Let's see where I want to go to with this one. Okay, yeah, he's walking up. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear it now.
Yeah, we called it correct. This guy in this truck. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm Officer Myers with the Maryville Police Department. Hey, somebody called.
I appreciate it.
Wondering about the recording, man. They didn't know what was going on, and it's right outside of a bank, and so they thought.
I think it was that guy.
It may have been, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. What is the story with it?
What you mean?
With the recording?
What you mean?
What are you doing? You're standing outside of a bank, man.
I was actually walking until I noticed that this guy was actually following me, and then I seen him on the phone, and then I seen the lady walk out. So I'm just putting,
more or less, you're recording, trying to make sure.
I'm just paying 2 and 2. I was like, I'm sure he's probably calling law enforcement. So I was like, let me just hang around 5 minutes, and you did.
What's your name? I'm Ian.
I didn't give it.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Do you have your ID on you? I'd like to see it.
Can I get your name and your badge number?
It's Ian Myers, 217.
And you, sir?
It's Stolte, 200.
I appreciate both of you guys identifying yourself.
You betcha.
Yeah.
I need to borrow your ID, bud. I got
You need
called
to
here
borrow
about
it?
you. Yes.
Okay, you want to trade IDs?
I'm gonna see yours. I got called here about you.
That's fine.
I'm gonna see yours. Hear how you put that projection on that, boy? I'm gonna see yours. We ain't gonna swap, but I'm gonna see yours.
Enough of a reason for me to ask for it.
Can I get like a captain or a
this is the chief of police.
How you doing, sir? What I'm doing, I'm conducting a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
They can't really turn that into a crime. I do not want to waive my Fourth Amendment right and give this gentleman who's actually like he's trying to demand. I'm not doing.
Oh, look at the side eye. Look at this cop side eye now. Oh, he's thinking. Look at the side eye. He is thinking. In his mind, he's like, fuck. We got one of those smart black guys. That's what we got here. He just said the Fourth Amendment and trying to demand. Damn it. Side eye. Look at the side eye. He's literally like, he knows he's cooked.
Anything wrong, so yes, sir.
Oh, now look at him. Now he's looking at the captain. And he's going to continue to look at the captain because he knows he can't do jack diddly squat. Nothing. You just went for, I'm going to see yours, buddy. You going to give it up. I promise you that. You going to give it up.
Yes, okay.
The main reason we got called here is because you were outside of a bank.
Nothing's wrong. What I do? Go ahead.
Let me explain to you. We've had a lot of what they call J-hook robberies, where they're attaching to ATMs and ripping ATM machines out.
Okay.
And prior to them doing that, is they actually send people in and they actually record and take pictures of the ATMs. That's exactly why we got called on you today. So.
Well, nothing nefarious, nothing like that going on.
We're not accusing you.
But you just wanted the ID. You just wanted the ID, didn't you? Oh, now you're happy, go smiling, because you got one of those smart guys.
Trying to explain to you why we're here.
That's fine, and it's okay for you to ask, sir, but I don't really want you to turn into an asshole and try to demand my ID, saying that I have to give it to you, sir.
I'm not turning into an
And I hope that this is the chief right here. I hope he kind of pull you over to the side and let you know that.
He didn't do anything to cross that line.
Okay, I just said I don't. It seemed like he was trying to. I do not.
Or he is not. And
I
honestly,
do not.
like I
Okay.
said, we're not looking to get there, man.
Okay, I don't want to.
But ultimately, again, we were called about you.
Nothing's wrong with that.
The behavior in and of itself is abnormal, right? And we've explained to you why it's abnormal.
Is it illegal? I'm not just exercising my right to record in public. Nothing's wrong with that.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm not going to answer. You can answer.
So let me ask a question to all of the people here today. Let me ask you a question. If it's illegal to come up and ask and demand for ID while you're walking, what is the difference when you're traveling? Tell me the difference. I want to see it in the chat real quick. What's the difference? If no one can come up to you and demand that you give ID on the street, what is the difference when you're in your private automobile? What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? What is the difference between you walking on the street sidewalk or traveling in your automobile, your private property? What is the difference? When do you lose your rights? When do you lose them? Can anybody tell me when you lose them? When do you lose them? If I'm not mistaken, Terry v. Ohio clearly states that they must have probable cause and reasonable, articulable suspicion of what? A crime about to be committed, being committed, or in the commission of, known to have committed. If you ain't got none of those, they can't pull you over. They can't even pull you over. And when you give up your information, you're thereby waiving all jurisdiction, waiving all of your rights. Here, I'm a slave. Here, you have more authority over me. Here, I submit to you. That's what goes on. It's a trap. You're putting yourself in a trap. I try to make this as clear as I possibly can. We've gone through so much case law. But either way, tomorrow, I hope y'all enjoyed that look and that change of action. We can finish it real quick. Let's finish it real quick. Let's finish it real quick. We'll go back. Boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom.
Let me ask you a question. Go ahead. You've asked me several, right?
Just for your name and badge number. That's all I asked you so far.
When you're recording somebody standing over there and maybe say he was the one that called, is that harassing type behavior?
No, I'm just recording.
Is that harassing type behavior?
No, sir.
Is harassment a crime in the state of Missouri?
I hate how you acting and how you trying to turn a constitutional protected activity.
Look at the chief. The chief over there laughing his ass off, bro. He's like, man, this dude here, he ain't gonna be able to pull it on this one.
Into a crime. That is a piece of shit, Officer Myers, sir. I'm really trying to be, sir. I'm telling you, I'm flexing my right to record on a public sidewalk. I stopped and waited because I told you this guy has been following.
What's up, tarnished Viking? How's it going, man?
Me.
What's up, one of one?
And I seen him on the phone, and me just using my common sense, I'm sure that he called you. I was hanging around 5 minutes, and I was right. You pulled up, sir. And
what's up, Miguel?
You please don't try to. Man, come on. Am I detained or am I free to go?
Free to go.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Man, he's not free to go.
You go on?
Yeah. If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on you gentlemen.
We're gonna wait too.
Okay.
We can wait.
Okay. How long you been on the force?
It's been a while now.
Well, what? Like, can you put a number on it? At least how many? What?
How long you been doing First Amendment audits?
You want to ask how long you been on the force? I gotta go for you that.
I asked you.
I gotta go sunshine request that. How long is the camera? No, we're gonna for you that too. Come on, Chief. It's okay. We're gonna sunshine that. There's nothing wrong with taking a picture. Just make public record though. That's it. And I'm sure you know that. So, okay. I'm glad we are recording. That's a good thing. You know, I'm just out recording. I was like, damn, it's great. I get to meet the chief, but I see how this. It's okay, man.
Alright.
Wow.
Fair enough. What the idea?
Wow, it took them that long to say that. Hey, Cassidy, I hate that this is how we ran into the chief. This is the chief. Everybody, y'all know, man. Y'all know I try to shine light on them. I want them to look good. This is the chief that did this. That was backing him up.
So again, they come up demanding ID and they got to walk up out of there. So I want to know one last time before we head on out till tomorrow morning. What is, for Operation Wisdom, the link's right there in the chat. What is the difference? I want everybody to tell me right now before we sign off. What is the difference in the chat? Y'all tell it to everybody. For all the trolls and everybody to see. What is the difference between walking on the street and traveling in your car? And traveling in your private property? What is the difference? Please, can y'all tell everybody? For the world to see, for our nation to understand, so that we can show a force of intelligence and knowledge amongst we the people. I want everybody to know in the nation, everybody knew for the first time watching this now, that we're no longer ignorant. You see, look at the chat. You can see it. We're not ignorant anymore about our rights. We're not going to stand up for our liberties, our secured liberties, in which millions of our ancestors died for, to be taken for granted anymore. We're no longer going to allow the disrespect. We're going to stand with honor and integrity, and we're going to change this nation with education and empowerment. That's how we do it. It's not through brute force. It's not through violence. It's through education to empower our people to litigate, file civil lawsuits, move forward, and stop them, because qualified immunity is hanging by a thread. The Chevron deference has been repealed. These doctrines that have kept our liberties at bay by gate is no longer. The gate has been broken. It's being broken as we speak, and we now have all power to really move forward like we've never had before in at least recent years. And I want y'all to understand that. That is the biggest thing to me, is that you understand that you can file these lawsuits. You don't need anybody else but us, the people. You don't have to pay anybody as long as you take the drive and initiative to learn yourself, because all power is inherent in you. You are the highest of authority under the great creator, because I am you and we are us. We are all a part of the great I am. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for Operation Wisdom. One last time for the link in the description, or right here in the chat for Operation Wisdom. It should also be in the description. Peace and blessings, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.